What up, what up, what up, good people? This is Mike the Philosopher. I'm here with another one. This one is Meet the Never Ever Mets, okay? Not Meet the Never Ever Mets, but the Never Ever Mets. You know what I'm talking about. This is the ranking for the ladies. Maybe next week I'll do one of the guys. Not just what I would call husband material. I ain't gonna do nothing about no looks. I ain't gonna do nothing about nothing else but other than what I see as husband material. Okay, but that's if y'all want that. But I'm focusing on the ladies this time, and this is going to be um, just the ladies as far as looks, body, and personality. And in another video, I'm going to rank the couples as far as survival rate. Okay? Meaning the best couple to the worst couple. And I'm gonna explain why. But I'm gonna do that in another video. As for right now, we're gonna go ahead and rank the ladies. Alright, it's only 7 couples, so at number 7, as far as looks go, I got at number 7 Shay. Okay, no shade to Shay, but I would probably consider the least attractive of the ladies, and it's not necessarily because, I mean, if I'm being honest, she has a pretty nice frame. She has a pretty nice frame and pretty nice body. The chocolatiness, but she has this overbite. And I'm not sure if that's a wig. I'm thinking that is a wig, to be honest. No hate on the wigs, but you know, I wonder what she would look with the wig off. And you probably be dealing with a totally different person. I'm not gonna hold you. So you know, she's not ugly, but I mean, she's all right looking. She just has this overbite and this, and I don't know what's going on with the hair, and you know, but that has nothing to do with personality. This part of the show has nothing to do with the personality. So everybody relax, okay? Everybody relax. She's still a cool chick. All right. At number 6 is Diamond. Now, look, Diamond is a cutie though. Okay. I ain't gonna hold you. Diamond is a cutie, but this is just due to you know, the competition in the house. That's really all it is. But she's sexy too. I ain't gonna hold you. She's sexy too. You know, for guys who like the thickness, you know, guys who live in cold states, Diamond can keep you warm, all right? With the body and with the chicken and cornbread, okay? I'm not going to hold you. And, you know, a lot of men like you know, a little meat on the bone with a woman. Your boy Aaron, and it's funny because he said he's a BBW type of guy, and I called that before the show aired. I called it before the show aired, and I don't think a lot of women like that I did that, but I ended up being right. Okay, he is a BBW chaser, and you know, I kind of know what I'm doing. Okay, so ladies, don't take it personal. I kind of know what I'm doing over here. All right. But irregardless of that, Diamond is a cutie. I ain't gonna hold you. She is a cutie. I think if she, you know, just my preference, if she lost weight, she would be better looking than most of these chicks. Okay. But if you like the BBW, she's still cute. Okay. So I got Diamond at number 6. At number 5 is Jody. Now, let me say this. She looks really nice here. But on the show, not so much. Okay? Not so much. They really cleaned her up here. And she does, I mean, she does look good. But on the show, she's not so impressive. Maybe because of the angle. Like straight on, she looks okay right here. But if you see her in, I don't want to say in person because I ain't never seen her in person. But on the show, she just doesn't look as good as she do here. This is her best look ever. Is this picture right here? But it's not really a realistic portrait of her because she just doesn't look as good. I have to give her some grace here though, because she does look good here. So that kind of puts her ahead of Diamond. I know some people might think, oh no, Diamond is actually cuter than her. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. But I mean, she's not bad looking though. She has a decent looking body. I like her frame. I like her height, and I like all of that about Jody. She's not a bad looking chick, but I don't think this picture does her. Well, it does her too. It gives her too much justice, too much grace, because on the show she doesn't look this good. Maybe because of the hair. I don't think that hair is real. Obviously, the eyelashes. So she's getting a lot of help here. The makeup done, but when you see her on the show, she don't have all this help. So I put Jody at number 5. At number 4 is, I'm gonna go Alexis. Okay. And Alexis is an attractive woman, right? But I'm not sure what exactly on her is real. And this is no shade to Alexis. As far as Alexis and Dominique, if y'all watching this, I would like to interview y'all, okay? Don't take it personal. I'd like to hear y'all's story. Hit me in the email, blackmanrankings@gmail.com. Love to talk to both of y'all. Or even one of y'all, if only one of y'all is interested. Let me know. However, she has a lot of help. And, Dom is the one who really pointed it out. He said that a lot of her stuff is not real. I'm not sure if her hair is real. I'm not sure if her front is real. I'm not sure if her back is real. Okay, I'm not sure what we're dealing with. Still a nice looking woman, don't get me wrong. Okay, because I know a lot of guys who don't care about that stuff. I've heard some guys say, they'll take that over flatness any day. They'll take a woman who has some enhancements over a woman who doesn't any day. Okay, and there's some merit to that, but for me, I would probably have to take away some points for that. I like it. I'm one of the natural guys. I like it natural. The natural is just better to me because oftentimes it doesn't look like it's natural on the woman like I even go a step further. I like natural hair colors on women, the black, okay, just natural hair colors. And she does have black. I'm glad she don't have no blonde or no red wig or anything like that. So I give her props for that. But all this other stuff, I'm talking about. Listen, let's keep it real, okay? I'm talking hair. I'm talking eyelashes. I'm talking makeup. I'm talking front. I'm talking back. I'm talking about this woman is not very natural. But I don't know her personally, so I could be mistaken. I don't know if that's the total case. So I'd like to talk. I like to talk to them too, but I wouldn't talk to them about that. But that's why I had to put her at number 4. But she's still a very attractive woman. This where it goes to preference and what you prefer. If you don't mind the enhancements, you will have her higher. But for me, I had to put her at number 4. At number 3 is Zendaya. All right. Now, yes, she does have makeup on and she has hair that is not hers, but I mean, yeah, we're going to, that's going to be a theme throughout this whole thing, okay? So it's hard to hold the women to that when all of them is doing that. You know what I mean? But I like her face. She has a nice, in shape, natural body. And her face is very unique. It's you can tell that it is African. You can tell there is no, I want to say, European mixtures at all in her face, which is attractive to me. Okay. I don't really have anything necessarily bad to say about Zendaya. I think she's a cute chick, and she has a unique face. Now, if I did have a concern, it would be the hair. I know she does have these braids here, but it would be the hair. How long is their natural hair? Where does it come out at? That would be something that I would probably be the most interested in. But her body, skin complexion, skin tone, face, everything else, shape, frame, height, all that everything else is on point. So I have to give Zendaya number 3 as far as the ranking, as far as the looks. Next up at number 2 is Millie. Okay. Millie is a very attractive chick. I like the lips and everything. I like her look. But like I said, the hair thing, not some, every woman on this show is rocking, unnatural hair, I guess you could say. Not some, every woman. So this is kind of par for the course. I like to see her without the wig and the baby hair. I'm not sure why women do this, but fellas, whoever watching, put in the comments, is this attractive to you? I'm not sure what that is about. Maybe it's to make it look a little more natural. I don't think it's fooling men that much. But make no mistake, she fine. Okay, she nice. She nice. Her face is a little strong here. Um, I don't think there's no. I ain't gonna go there, but I was gonna say Adam's apple or something, but no. Look, she's an attractive woman, and she looks better on the show, and in very good shape. Um, it looks natural. Her shape looks natural on the show, but she's very attractive. I like Millie. So far, she's starting out pretty good as far as personality. But we'll get into the personality stuff a little later. But as far as attractiveness, I got Millie at number 2. And number 1 is Sanaya. Okay. I really think this chick looks like some type of Egyptian pharaoh. For real. Like, I really think she looks like an Egyptian, like a Nefertiti or something. Maybe she a little too light skinned for that, but skin complexion don't matter to me, y'all. But I think that her facial structure and even the way she rock her hair and stuff, I can easily, like, if I was casting for an Egyptian movie, I would cast her. She's already ready. Okay, she's already ready. She already has the facial structure. And if I'm being honest, it's a bit exotic, which kind of puts her at the top. Millie is very attractive, but Millie is not exotic looking. Sanaya is just a little more exotic looking. If I'm being real, her body is really nice. Okay, in shape. Her body is nice and in shape. Her face is unique in its way, and she really looks like she could easily have been a pharaoh's wife in a past life. So I have Sanaya at number 1. Millie at number 2, Zendaya at number 3, Alexis at number 4, Joanne at number 5, Diamond at number 6, and Shay at number 7. Now let's go to body. Body is, just attractiveness as far as body goes, and I'm gonna go with Diamond at number 7. Okay. Again, if you like BBWs, then your scale is going to be different. But Diamond is at number 7. She's a pretty big girl. Okay, and you have to really prefer that in order for that to be any higher, in my opinion. Okay, it doesn't take away from her sexiness. It just takes away from just body attractiveness. As far as I will say, some technical things, but I don't want to get too deep with it. I'm gonna just say that it's just it's not the most in shape. Let's just put it that way. It's just not the most in shape. So that's why I have Diamond at number 7 as far as body and attractiveness, body attractiveness. All right. At number 6 is Shay. Okay. Shay is on the other end of that spectrum, and she's really small. So it's not that attractive for guys who want a little bit more meat on the bone, who want a little bit more thickness, more curves, it's not unattractive. It's just, it's sort of, it's not built to lure men in, if that makes sense. It's built as a utility. It's just a body, to be honest. But I don't see her with a whole lot of curves. So I got Shay as far as body at number 6. At number 5 is Jody. All right. Jody, her body is nice though. She seemed to have some, tatas she working with, but her body really, it's okay. It's nice. I will honestly say I'm attracted to it, but what messes her up is probably, I think she's got a high body count. That's really, so she's probably been around the block, and that is kind of unattractive. I know that's not a part of her body, but I can't get that out of my mind, really. And if I'm being honest, she don't have that many more curves than even Jody. She probably got the front over Jody, and that's about it. You know what I mean? Not bad. Not bad. It's attractive. I'm attracted to it, but it's just not. It just is what it is. At number 4 is Zendaya. Okay, I think she has a nice body. It is natural. It looks natural, at least. It looks more athletic. It looks like she has just she would carry on good athletic genes to the babies if she ever had babies. So they will be nice, in shape, well built, and nice looking. So I gave her the nod over Jody as far as body, because it just looks a little more tight, a little more petite, a little more athletic, a little more in shape than Jody. So there you have it with Zendaya at number 4. At number 3 is Alexis. Now I know what y'all thinking. What? Alexis got the best body on here. Well, I had to put some demerits on her body because it is not natural. It's not a natural, like, say for instance, it's just not natural. It's purchased. I can't give her full credit for having a purchased body. I can't do it. Okay. If I'm gonna do that, then I might as well give women who got a ton of makeup best looking face. Like, why would I do that? You can't do that. And then they take all that makeup off and they, you know, looking like Freddy Krueger or something. You know what I mean? So you can't give people full credit if it's something purchased. That's my policy. Is I give you points. It looks better, but you're not going to get any equity in your rating. In other words, if you were a 6 without all the enhancements, you look better, but you still a 6. Okay, your natural body is your natural rating. I only give natural ratings. So the fact that you have enhancements is not going to get you to a high. You'll fool other guys, okay? You'll fool other guys, and that's fine. But with me, you're not going to fool me. You'll look better, but you'll still be a 6 because I'm looking for a genetic rating, meaning what you were born with. Anybody can just purchase some body parts, okay? A man can purchase some body part. What I'm gonna do? Give a man who got all these enhancements a high rating? No, you a dude, okay? And I'm not saying she's a dude. Let's be clear. What I'm saying is, you're not going to get a higher ranking based on purchased items, because that is considered cheating to me. Okay, I give only natural rankings, and I can imagine her still being attractive without these things. Okay, I like her height, I like her frame, so I'm sure she was still attractive without them, but we'll never really know because this is the only way I've seen her. But shout out to Alexis. You know, it still looks good, but it's not all the way natural. So I have her at number 3. At number 2 is Sanaya. All right. She has a nice body. It looks athletic. It looks petite. It looks feminine. It looks it just looks good. Okay. There's not much more to say about it, but she has a nice frame, a nice body, and there you have it. And it looks like it's a genetic body. It's not a purchased body. I can imagine her, possibly going to the gym, working it out, and staying in shape, eating right, things like that. Just doing the natural things to stay on top. Okay, so shout out to Sanaya for that, but I have her at number 2. At number 1 is Millie. As far as body, I don't know if she has anything purchased. It hasn't been said. It hasn't been put out there, but it looks natural to me, and it looks very good. It just is. She has the best body to me on the show. As soon as she walked on the set, it was like she was well built, just well built in all ways. Her face is nice. Her body, I think, is the best on the show. And, not much else to say about it. And there you have it for the best body is Millie. So I got Millie at number 1, Sanaya at number 2, Alexis at number 3, Zendaya at number 4, Jodie at number 5, Shay at number 6, and Diamond at number 7. On to the personalities, and this category really, this category is more important than all the other categories. Face, body. This category is the most important, is personality, because I don't care how you look. If your personality suck, I don't want nothing to do with you, period. All right. So personality will trump looks, personality will trump body, personality will trump all of that stuff. And at number 7, I got Sanaya. It's a damn shame, okay? A damn shame. I wish this woman wasn't last place in personality, but she is. She just ran off a ton of don'ts as far as dealing with a man, and they were unexcusable. She put her man on blast. She embarrassed him in public. She called him a bitch. She attacked his past. She talked greasy and disrespectful to him. She's flip-flopping her answers, being manipulative. I don't know how many... Other than swing on them, I don't know how many other red flags this woman can have as far as the don'ts of how to be in a relationship. The only thing she hasn't done is swing on them. That's the only thing that's left. She's done all the other don'ts. She's done all the other horrible things. Manipulating, disrespect in public, call him out his name. How she did that in the half show episode is beyond me. How she managed to destroy her entire character in 30 minutes is flabbergasting to me. But she did. She knocked out practically all the pins except one, and that's swing on them. And probably she would have done that if Alexis and Dominique didn't head out the door. And if I'm being honest, the show probably don't want to get rid of Sanaya because what I'm learning is that every show has a city girl that they support, a sister girl, a city girl. Like Ready to Love, they had theirs, you know, in their seasons, Jessica, Janelle, you know, Shamika. I'm surprised they let Koshia go. They'll let one good girl get through though. They'll let one good girl, what I consider a good girl, make it to a finale. They'll let Aries get to the finale. They'll let Vanessa get to the finale. But it's always two city girls and one good girl. That's the formula of Ready to Love. So I'm gonna play a game next season. I'm gonna pick by episode 3. I'm gonna pick which women are gonna get to the end. Okay, I'm probably gonna pick the guys too that are gonna get to the end because I'm starting to see a bit of a pattern. But on to the Never Ever Mets. Sanaya, she did everything wrong. Everything wrong. Except swing on him. But I was very disappointed because I was rooting for this chick. But I ain't even attracted to her no more. Especially if that's her real personality. Now I gotta ask myself, was she put up to this? Okay. Was production pushing her to move like this. It's production telling her to be salacious, to be a city girl, call him out his name, disrespect him. Maybe it's a group of women out there who love to see women disrespecting guys like this. Okay? Brandon come off as a simp, but he's not a simp. Okay? He's not. He stand on business. You know, I rock with guys who stand on business. Dominique is a guy who stood on business. You're not gonna just, tell me how it is and expect me to accept it. But some guys are like that. But I got respect for Brandon. He ain't just bowing down to this chick. Even if he attracted to her, he's not just gonna, do whatever she wanna say or whatever. So I got her. I spent a lot of time on her because I'm so disappointed in her. But yeah, I got Sanaya at number 7 as far as having the worst personality on the show. Damn shame. A damn shame. Number 6 is Jody. I mean, she just coming off a bit teenager, childish, impatient as hell. Impatient and not very tolerant, not very respectful of other people's feelings, emotions. I said something in another episode that, look, women who have a high body count have a hard time pair bonding. Oh my goodness, this is a case study right here. She's a sexologist, self-proclaimed sexologist. I'm not calling her nothing but what she called herself. She called herself a sexologist. So don't get mad at me. How'd she get to be a sexologist? I have a feeling it ain't through the books, okay? She ain't she ain't no Harvard grad or Yale studying anatomy. Okay? She turned into a sexologist the hard way. Okay? Practice. All right? And that's not disrespectful. That's just what she said to her about herself. So, and studies show that women who have high body counts have a hard time pair bonding, and this is a case study. This is, ladies, what you want me to do? Okay? Lie? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie on the men. I'm not gonna lie on the women. It just is what it is. And all that aside, she just is not even really trying to connect with Aaron at all. I mean, they don't even seem to have a real relationship. She treating this dude like a groupie or something. Like, oh, I got one of my groupies to go on this TV show with me. That's how she moving. She don't want to kiss this guy. She don't want to hug this guy. Even in positions when they were doing all of the Kama Sutra, she didn't want to face him, didn't want to look at him. She was still participating because that's her thing. But still, And I see a couple good things in Jody, but I see a lot of things that needs a lot of work. She just don't seem. Her main thing is she don't have no patience. That's her main thing. Like, she is so impatient. It is a turnoff. And when she gets fed up with something, she will roll them eyes. No. I don't like that at all. So personality wise, Jody is in 6th place. I don't really see it getting any better, but we'll have to wait and see. Next up is, I had to choose Alexis. I don't necessarily dislike Alexis. I really don't. Um, but I did see a little party girl in her. I did see a woman who would tell her man something and she would do it herself. Seen a little contradiction in her. Seen a little I need attention. Her whole body screams I need attention, if I'm being honest. Okay? From a male perspective, that's just what I see. She needs attention. She will get everything done on her body in order to get attention. She will drink a lot. She will comment on other men. She just, not that she is a bad woman, because I actually defended her a lot with the whole Dominique situation. So I did defend her, but I did see some things that was not very appealing. You a woman who need a ton of attention, and you got to ask yourself, why is that? I mean, and you show that in every possible way, physically, emotionally. You just need a lot of attention, sweetheart. I want to know why. What is going on in the background that requires you to have so much attention? And women who need a whole lot of attention oftentimes trade out men. Okay, it's on to the next, on to the next. Once you know the man is getting bored with you, then you will start looking for another man. You'll monkey branch. Okay. But I like Alexis though. I just think that was just part of her being young, her generation, and look. Everybody probably heard by now that she claimed that they was acting. Okay. Part of me don't know how much of that was acting, how much of that was really her. Okay. I can imagine a lot of that being her and some of that being acting. My question is, how can you act if you are can you act if you're drunk? Like if alcohol is involved, you can't act out a script. At least I wouldn't think you could correctly. Once the alcohol is in you, that's the real you. That's about as honest as you're going to be. So how can you be acting if you're drunk? You can't be both. Trying to act while you're drunk is like trying to do a sobriety test when you're drunk. You can't do it. Alcohol brings out the honesty in you. They give y'all alcohol because they want to see the real you. Right? So if that's the real you, is this whole we were acting thing, a ruse to get us off the trail? I don't know. However, I still like Alexis, but she just needs a little too much attention to me, and it's not a deal breaker. I will probably still rock with her. But I don't know how far it'll go. It'll probably go as long as I'm giving her the undivided attention that she so much requires. I think we'll be fine. But once I stop giving her that attention, I think she is going to start seeking that attention from someplace else, and that is not acceptable. But I still like her. So I got Alexis at number 5. Number 4 is Shay. I like Shay. I like her personality. She doesn't seem to have an ego, which is what I like. She doesn't seem to, but I seen a little bit of, if I'm being honest, I seen a little bit of sisterhood in her. I seen a little bit of, bias in her. Like she said something that kind of perked my ear. She said, I don't know Dominique and Alexis that well, but from what I seen, Dominique came here to party. And I'm like, what? No, Alexis came here to party. Okay? Alexis was the one who was speaking on other men's undergarments. Alexis was the one who was trying to turn up. Alexis was the one. So I just know that Shay is very biased with women, and I get it. It's not a uncommon thing. A lot of women rock with other women, and they'll give the women the benefit of the doubt, and they'll throw the man under the bus. There are some other things that she said I can't recall too that made me say, okay, Shay is a little bit biased towards women, and she is a proud member of the sisterhood, and I don't necessarily. It's not my first draft picks. Let's just put it that way. I don't necessarily, women who are in the sisterhood. It's just not conducive to a long-term relationship woman. That's where my mind goes. If I feel like you're a member of the sisterhood, I don't know how our relationship gonna last, because even if we run into problems, the sisterhood is gonna tell you to leave. Okay, and you're gonna listen to the sisterhood. Why? Because you care more about them than you do any man. And they will tell you, girl, don't put no man above this, that. Don't even put a man above your dog. And you will listen to that. So it's like being in a cult. Okay, if you're an honorary member of a cult called the sisterhood, you're probably not divine, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, though. So, not a bad chick, though. I love how she's handling Josh. She seems to be a great woman with Josh, but I see holes in the armor, so to speak, with Shay. So we'll see how it all maps out. Next up is Diamond. Now, I really like Diamond. Okay. Now these next 3 women, I could probably see myself with. Yes, Diamond too. Okay. I could probably see like I say, personality to me is much more important than the other 2 categories, which is looks and body. Personality is way more important. I could probably see myself with the top 3 women. Me and Diamond, we'll rock out together. Deep hugs. Greens, collard, cornbread. Deep fried chicken, and lots of love. I'm not, like I said, I can rock with her. So I really like how Diamond's mind works. She was right to ask Aaron questions about his engagement. And Once he apologized, she reached out her hand. She forgave him. At least that's what it seems like so far. We'll see what happens when the relatives come to town. They might flip her whole mentality, but for right now, she seems to have forgiven him, and she is giving it a great effort. And you know, she's just very likable. I really like Diamond. I really do. So I think Aaron got a good woman in her. So we'll have to see how things go again. But as far as personality, I really rock with Diamond. At number 2 is Millie. Okay, Millie is impressing me. I have to. I'm a bit surprised too, because reading her bio, you know, she needs an alpha guy to take care of. She's high maintenance. I'm gonna be watching out for that. Listen, these rankings are very dynamic. Okay. I can only go by what I've seen. Like episode 1, I would have put Sanaya on top, but episode 2 dropped her like a hot biscuit. Okay, so with new information comes new rankings, right? That's why they're dynamic. And Millie, so far, she is showing up well. She did the whole Kama Sutra exercise well. She's kind of putting the brakes on Greg a little bit, and you know, she's moving properly. I hope she's not going to be, you know, manipulating him or using, you know, intimacies as a weapon. She's kind of coming off that way a little bit. Like she'll eventually start using it as a weapon to gain favor and gain power in a relationship. But she got to reel him in first. She got the bait on the bait on the hook, and she already hooked Greg. Now it's time to reel him in. But I'm not mad at anything that she's done so far. She really stood up for what's his name? She stood up for him when he was being attacked by she stood up for Brandon when he was being attacked by Sanaya. And I was really impressed by that. She was like, look, you know, did any of your relationships last? And, so, you know, Sanaya was like, nah. Well, how can you judge him? So, and she went in there to talk to Brandon too, to kind of, you know, counsel him a little bit. And I'm like, look, this woman is moving like a wife right now. Okay, I see you, Millie. I see you. So shout out to Millie for that. So far, I'm liking her personality. She's a strong number 2, but still, she's high ranking. So I'm rocking with her. So I'm still worried about the whole, you know, I'm high maintenance, and I said before that I think she probably has daddy issues, which she probably still does. So I can't put her at number 1, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far from Millie as far as personality goes. And there you have it. At number 1 with personality is Zendaya. Okay, Zendaya shows a lot of EQ, IQ, emotional intelligence, and she just seems to be wife material. Okay, she had conversation with Chris, and you know she held him accountable, but she wasn't disrespectful. Okay. I like her demeanor. She heard him talking greasy, and she didn't address it. She didn't embarrass him in public. That could be considered a public situation. She just waited. She just waited, and she had the private conversation with him outside. And that's how you do it, ladies. You know, he was talking greasy. He was trying to bond with the fellas. She heard everything he said, but she didn't go, off the wall and this, that, and the third. She handled it perfectly, and that's how you're supposed to handle it. Okay? Yeah, you heard him talking greasy. Okay, I'm gonna address it later. I'm gonna let him finish making a fool of himself, and then we're gonna have this serious conversation. And I'm not gonna be disrespectful when I do it. Loved how she moved. Love her regal demeanor. Okay. And this probably put her at number one. She was the only woman cooking, okay, in the house. The only woman cooking. I seen her in both episodes. Always the one cooking for the whole house. Everybody's eating her food. If that ain't wife material, you see what I'm saying? So I had to put her personality at number one. I love the way that she's moving right now. Probably got nice traditional Haitian values, and I rock with that heavy. All right. So there you have it. Right now, if I had to just rank all the ladies in totality, I will probably put Millie number one. Okay. She has so many things that I like that I will probably put her as the number one chick on the show so far. Okay. Just the totality of attraction, personality, body, all of those things. I think Greg got the number one chick. Okay. At number two, I will put Zendaya. Okay. And these are preliminary wifey rankings, sort of. This is how I would choose the women so far. Again, this is very dynamic. This is subject to change every week with new information. Okay. I will have to put Zendaya number two. I like this chick a lot. She show a lot of wife material to me. And that's just is what it is. Probably at number three, I'm going to go with Diamond. Okay. I will wife this chick up too. I like how she's moving. She's mature. She's patient. She's forgiving. And she doesn't necessarily rock with the... She's part of the girl clique, but she's not part of the sisterhood, so to speak. She says she don't like to hang around with a lot of women. They catty. But I like when she reached out her hand and forgave Aaron for proposing to another woman. Okay? But he met her now, and they're together now, and she handling it well. I like her personality. I will probably put her at number three. At number four, believe it or not, I will probably choose. That's number four. Geez, this is kind of hard. At number four, I'm going to go Alexis. Okay. I don't think that she is a bad chick at all. I think she can be cool. She apologized, which was a big thing to me. She apologized for acting a little reckless. Yeah, she could be the party girl. She could turn up, and yeah, she has a lot of enhancements. But I think in her heart, I think she's a good chick. So I'm gonna have to put her at number 4. Um, at number 5. Oh my goodness. I put it this way. Um, I really couldn't see myself with any of the other ladies for some other reasons, but for their own specific reasons. But damn, I would have to. Oh man, I was so turned off. Let's. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna pick Shay at number 5. I believe it's 5. Yeah, I'll pick Shay at number 5. I think she'll be a good wife. And here's the thing: when you have, I don't know if I should label it this just yet. This is just a guess, y'all. This is just a guess. Don't hold me to it. But I think this is a one of what I would consider a fetish relationship. And from what I'm gathering and what I'm learning is that fetish relationships last the longest. Okay, you put a sister with a Caucasian man, it's gonna last long because it's a fetish relationship. You put a brother with a nice BBW, it's gonna last longer because it's a fetish relationship. Old relationships tend to last the longest. I don't know why, but it's just the way it is. It's like that, and that's the old heads. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I will probably pick Shay at number 5. I think she's a good chick. Don't get me wrong. I think she loves on Josh. She don't have the ego with him. She wants to make him happy. She wants to be happy with him. She is a good woman to him. So it's just as far as my attraction to her and things like that is probably why she's a little lower than some might think. But she's still at number 5. At number 6. I would pick Sanaya, but I would have to do a whole lot of tea and checking. Okay, I will have to do a whole lot of. You're gonna have to give me some act right, girl. This ain't gonna work. And you gotta check that mouth and get some therapy, and because I'm not gonna be having that. I'm not gonna be disrespected in private or in public. Okay, I will have to lay the groundwork down with Sanaya, and in hopes to get her mind right, because for them to have gone, I don't know, 9 months or so. I don't know how long they've been together. 10 months. They would have to have some level of cooperation. So I think that she would have been. She has signs of being a good woman. However, I doubted that she would really, I don't know. I'll put it this way. Sanaya, being in New York, being that attractive, surrounded by men, I knew there was something wrong with this chick. And going for a guy 8 years her senior over the internet were all red flags for me. I didn't see it in the first episode, but I said, you know what? Let's just see how this goes. I was giving her high praise, episode 1, and then I said, I'm waiting for that shoe to drop. And sure enough, it's dropped in episode 2. But I seen the red flags. I said, no way this fine chick in New York, surrounded by men, with that body, that face, and a nice personality, is going after an internet guy who's 8 years her junior, and is she looking for a special type of simp, or something is going on? And if I'm being real, Brandon does come off as a simp, but he's not. Okay, shout out to Brandon. Okay, he's not a simp, and she gonna learn today. She finding that out now. Probably couldn't do that over online, but she is finding that out now. But if I were to be with her, I'm gonna be laying the ground rules. Okay, it's not gonna happen. I will have to teach her how to be in a relationship. Okay, she may not be ready for that. She may be too egotistical. Who knows? But she's gonna learn today. This is not how you do relationships. I gotta teach you how to be in a relationship. And these are the things we don't do. We don't ever disrespect each other. We don't ever do it in public, especially. Okay, we don't ever degrade each other or call each other out of our names. Okay, I'm not going to do that to you, and you're not going to do that to me. All right, so I will have to lay a whole lot of ground rules with Sanaya in order. I got to teach her how to be a woman, and be a woman in a long-term relationship, because clearly she don't know how to do that. She ain't never been married. She ain't even had no kid. It seems like she is man repellent. Okay, men can't even stick to her long enough for her to even get a family. So disappointed. But anyway, I will have to do that with Sanaya. And last, I guess least too, is Joanne. And the reason why is because, I don't know, this chick doesn't seem to be real to me. Something is off. Maybe she's an actor. I don't know. Maybe she really don't like this guy. Maybe she got entirely too large of a body count. Maybe she just is too impatient. I can't deal with that. The eye rolling and all that. Oh no, I would get turned off. He wanted to chill with her in the hot tub. You know what she told him? Nah, I'm good. You go be in the hot tub. You go do your thing. And he had to go in there by himself. He cleaned it up by saying, oh no, I'm not, I like my own space too, so it's all good. She don't want to be around nobody. Okay, not even the women. This chick is very I ain't gonna even say socially awkward. I'm gonna just say she's very dysfunctional. So I think she needs some kind of meds or something. I don't know. I'd be interested to know her backstory, how she became a sexologist and things like that. But her impatience, and she don't really seem to listen to nobody either. See, the two women that's on the bottom, they're horrible at listening. Horrible at listening, not just to a man, but to anybody. The worst listeners are all at the bottom of the list. Not the least attractive. I'm attracted to both of these chicks, but they don't listen, and they gaslight, and they embarrass their men. Hell no. Okay. Like I said before, I'll go down in looks before I deal with that. Okay? I don't think Shay is more attractive than Joanne or Sienna, but I'll take her over both of these chicks. Facts. So, there you have it with the preliminary rankings of the Never Ever Mets. I'm going to do another video explaining the success rates of these couples so far. Again, all these rankings are dynamic. Okay, new information, new rankings, but I will give you the week 2 rankings of these couples. I'll give you the week 3 rankings of these couples coming up. Watch out for that. Hit the like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.